You got the biggest feet. Who's got the biggest head? Well, I know who serves up the biggest head. Mickey Lake Distributing. They serve up all the heads of beer. That's what I'm talking about. Miller beer, made the American way. Miller Lite. Tastes great, less filling. I just love talking about beer. You know, that's a great way to wake up on a Sunday morning.
Little suds.
Carol Phelps.
Carol's decided this game, Nick, she's not going to keep the ball out to the right and not get to the head pin. She kind of brought that one across the head pin on the Brooklyn. Got a good 9 count. Easy spare to convert.
Carol, I'm not real sure what she was doing. She was looking for, I'm not sure what she was even looking for. She was doing some work on her ball, though, in between matches. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I think what she was doing was trying to clean up the ball a little bit, take some of the oil build up on the ball so that it track a little harder. Seems to be working because her ball did cross over on the first shot.
Well, here's probably one of the most familiar faces on the tube. What a gal, Millie Elliot. She's 34 years old, lives out in Independence. She's married to Larry. They got 3 boys, Jamie, Chris, and Jason. Boy, that'll make you tough.
Millie started off with a little bit of a shot that showed some jitter. She kind of pulled it across. Of course, Millie's a veteran. She shouldn't have any problem with this TV show.
Boy, she's definitely a veteran. Let's see. She was on in LaRue in '84, finished 3rd, and she came back on the TV finals the following week right here at Bellewood and won the big dollar, the long dollar. She won the whole shebang. Then last year she was on at LaRue again, finished 3rd, was on a Dixie. Boy, that's not like Millie.
No, it's not. Millie's a very good spare shooter. Millie's a very good tournament bowler.
Well, she's the only bowler who's ever been on both grand finals.
Yeah, that's right. She sure has. In fact, she was on the grand finals last year, or the first year when I was on it, and I remember how well she bowled and how cool she stayed. She has a good record for winning.
She's a go-getter. Millie works over P&G.
Millie got the ball outside a little bit, Nick. Lane's being a little bit faster. She had a little trouble getting it up to the pocket. I think Millie won no problem adjusting to it, though, and converting her spares once she gets going here.
Well, let's look at the top 10 finishers for the ladies. The number 4 slot is Donna Cordenbrock over there keeping score, doing a great job. Number 5, Marjorie Cooper. 6, Rhonda Speck. 7, Marlene Jonick. That's Millie coming out a little tight.
Millie surprised me.
The number 8th place finisher was Shelley Hamblin. Number 9th, Margaretta Bloom. And number 10, Donna Gaddis.
She's going to cross over and carries on the Brooklyn side. Carol cleaned that ball up between games. She's got it moving for her now. It's tracking.
Cleaned her game up.
Yeah.
Carol in the 3rd. She looks like she got a little more confidence.
Yeah, I think after that first game win, Carol's got herself a little more relaxed, and she's throwing the ball a little more aggressive. She is starting to get a little more hook out of the ball and coming a little tight, crossing over, coming tight, but I think she'll make the adjustments now that she can trust the ball. Carol told us that she enjoys taking the kids to softball, baseball, and track meets, and that's nice. I always like to see parents who are willing to spend time with their kids. Tough spare. That's a very missable spare, Nick. She missed it slightly to the right. You've got to hit that spare dead on to cover the back pin.
Well, you see that time and time again. Well, here's Millie. Let's see if she regroups. From all the times I've seen Millie on the tube, I'm a betting man. I'm sure she would regroup.
They crossed over Brooklyn. She was nice and tight in the Brooklyn pocket. And a lot of times you can get the carry, but she kind of left the 6-pin standing on that shot. That's the pin I look at a lot, being a left-hander, Nick, coming in on the left side.
To some of our, I guess, not so experienced bowler, why do you look at the 6-pin?
Basically, it comes from the ball being too tight and on the left side of the head pin. You won't find very many right-handers leave a 6-pin. And it generally comes from either a left-hander being tight in the pocket or a right-hander coming tight in Brooklyn. And what happens is you hit so much of the head pin, it'll kick the 3-pin right on around the 6 and leave it standing.
Millie in the 4th. She's got that Millie confidence back.
That's a good shot.
There it is.
Oh. That's just the opposite of what we were talking about before. Now, she was tight in on the pocket side, the 1-3 pocket, and the same effect. Hitting the head pin a little heavier than normal, she drove the 2-pin right around the 4. And that's right-hander's tap. She converted the spare. That's what Millie's got to do to get back in this game. She can't afford any open frames. Millie, I notice, is throwing a hammer urethane ball. Most of your better bowlers today are playing the urethane balls. They seem to score better and have better hitting power.
Carroll in the 4th. Boy, she got a break there.
Yes, she did. She was very tight into the head pin. Very easy to leave a split there. Carroll's gone a little bit too far the other way. I think what she did by cleaning the surface of the ball and making an adjustment with her feet also, she's got the ball slightly overreacting. She's going to have to make a little adjustment.
For the conversion.
She's
Watch out.
with it. She missed her to the right.
Boy, she had a chance to really put Millie in a hole.
Yeah, she did. That opens the door a little bit for Millie, gives her a little breathing room.
See, Bellewood will be proud to be hosting, I guess they're the host place for the ladies division, the Northern Kentucky BPA Champions of Champions Finals, to be held here May 31st. So you have to come on out, man. Check it out. See all the top teams around the Northern Kentucky Bowl. All the ladies, that is. And if you haven't signed up for the Champions of Champion, you better get a hold of your proprietor like right away, right, Rick?
That's right. If you want to enter the Champions, you're in the top 3 spots in your league, you can get into the Champion of Champions and you see your proprietor or your league secretary. Get involved in it. It's a real good tournament. And we're glad to have the ladies bowling the first round at our house this year. The women have gotten a lot more involved in their bowling game these days than they used 2 years ago. She converted the spare, made an excellent shot there. She made a little adjustment on that shot. Nick, she had been running across, and when she had to shoot that spare, I noticed she moved inside with her feet, create a little less angle, so the ball would hold the pocket, hold the pins.
Well, let's see what Millie can do.
Millie pulled that one.
Yes, she did.
And she gets away with it.
You know, you got to watch Millie. I love it when she picks up her spare, gets her strap. Watch the Millie clap. But after she gets that shot, she'll turn around and give it that little pop there.
That's a little trademark she's got.
Talk to it.
Millie's highest series to date has been a 681 series, and she's had a high game of 255. She's a real good bowler. She bowls in one of our leagues out here at Bellewood on Wednesday nights, and she's always right in there scoring well.
Millie for conversion.
Oh, did she get a break there, Nick? She started that ball down the centers where the oil is heavier pattern, and it almost slid by the 5-pin. She just barely tapped it.
I would love to see that again.
I believe the air off the ball blew that one over.
Yeah, I think there's a little question, possibly protest possibilities with that side door open and that breeze coming in.
I think that might have done it.
Wow.
And Carol made a little adjustment off the ball, running heavy on her. She'd been having to cross over and run tight, and the ball just didn't get up the hill. The lanes are playing very tough out there today. Not much area for mistake. They've got to be right on their mark, and their ball speed has to be consistent.
Boy, you hit the nail right on the head in the pregame, talking about that this is a tough scoring pair.
Looks like she's got the spare converted.
It's a 14-pin match, according to my scorecard, in favor of Carol.
That's what I have. Any of you bowlers watching in out there this summer, if you're interested in bowling any of the tournaments, there's several going on around the Northern Kentucky BPA centers. Bellewood Lanes is going to be hosting a 3-member tournament, their annual 3-member tournament this summer for ladies, men, or mixed. And it is an 80% handicap tournament, so if you're interested in bowling a handicap tournament, they offer a first prize of $1,000. We'd appreciate you stopping out and contacting either myself or one of the folks out here at Bellewood Lanes. That was a good ball. I've watched Carol throw the ball some, Nick, and I've noticed every so often when she gets the right release on the ball like that, she gets the good pin action. The ball rolls good for her and lets her get the pins mixed out.
Boy, that's a face of confidence there. Millie Elliot trying to get back in the match. Heads up.
Millie was a little bit tight on that shot. Very easily could have tripped it out.
Yeah, you see it again there, Rick.
A little bit snug in the head pin, sure was. She's got an easy spare here to convert.
I like the way you said it, a little bit snug.
Yeah, a little bit snug.
A little bit snug.
Kind of crowding it. I'll tell you, Nick, Millie's flirting with them spares. She's getting them, she's making them, but they're close.
Well, that ball gets caught up in the base, in the middle, and it almost does a screwball.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What happens there is you get a pair of lanes in the center of the house like this where you get most of your bowling done on it, and there's so much bowling dragging the oil down into the back ends of the lanes, it's hard to get that ball to cross over at times.
There it is. Mark it down, baby.
Good shot for Millie. She needed that one to stay in the match, have a chance at it.
It's a 16-pin match with a strike here. Carol Phelps could increase the lead to 26 pins in the 8th frame. Big shot right here.
Absolutely. She doubles here. She puts a tremendous amount of pressure on Millie Elliot. She's made a good shot and got a good roll on the ball. Oh, overreacted.
You just never know.
I know a lot of the bowlers watching in out there watching the show might see certain bowlers using a Scotch-Brite or some type of a cleaning substance on the ball to clean the oil off. And you can just see the difference in the reaction on the ball. In the first game, Carol was having trouble getting the ball up the hill. Now she's got everything crossing over and running heavy on her, just from cleaning the surface of the ball.
Just giving it a go.
Oh, she gave it a good shot.
Boy, that pin, I hope it doesn't come back to cost her on a strike.
Could make a difference. When you're in a one-on-one match like this, and you're bowling a one-game set, you've got to get every pin possible.
Years ago, when this tournament started, the man sitting next to me was Eddie Jackson. I'm sure you remember Eddie.
Sure do.
Boy, I
a lot of respect for Eddie Jackson.
I learned a lot from Eddie Jackson, and time again, he would just clinch and just say, you know, just bowl smart, bowl smart. Get the pins when you can get them.
That's right. That's right. Anytime you get in a tournament situation. Eddie was a tremendous bowler in his day. Tremendous bowler.
Well, that's the word going around, that's for sure.
Sure is. He knows what he's talking about.
That was a funny thing about working here. It was like kind of like Felix and Oscar. He's clean cut, knew everything, and I fit the perfect role of the Oscar. Why do they got holes in them things? They need to repair them. Here's Millie Elliot, a chance to cut the lead to 2 pins. She She's never been on top in this match.
It's a big shot. She's close.
There it is. Mark it down, baby.
Boy, that was an excellent shot, Nick. She made a great stroke on the ball, got tremendous lift on it, good driving power on the back ends. Tremendous finish on the ball. Just takes the 10 right off the wall. Great shot.
Little headboard action.
Yeah. Kicked the 6 right off the wall, and that was an important ball for Millie. It puts her right back in the match. It's the one she needed.
Millie, for the first time in the 10th frame, could go in the lead of this match. Let's talk about it.
She got a break. Mark it down, as you'd say, Nick.
There you go.
She got a break there. Big ball for Millie. She got a little tight. She was close. It looked good out of her hand, but it run up on her a little bit. She got a great trip off the 7-pin.
Millie Elliot is in the lead and can close Carol out. What a strong finish from Millie Elliot. Second ball in the 10th. Talking to it. Mark it down, baby.
You know, Nick, it's funny. We've seen, I've watched Millie on the other side of the microphones before, and you've seen her all the time she's been on the show, and she just seems to get the job done. She can get a rough start or a slow start, but she just seems to get the job done.
She's a competitor. That's the best word for it.
Absolutely.
She never says never. Never.
She throws this strike, she can finish out by my count with a 242.
That's right. Millie Elliot, 2-4.
240 even.
Oh, it's over.
Very good game.
What a strong finish. Boy, just wave a few green things in front of her eyes, boy, and
I believe Millie's what we call a money shooter.
That's right.
She knows how to throw the ball when the money's up at the line. She gets the job done.
See, Carol, I can finish with a 224.
Carol didn't have a bad game at all. Nick, she just got up against Millie, and Millie's a tough customer to beat.
Carol is related to some of the people we've had on the tube before. She's Rosie Phelps' sister-in-law and Jim Phelps' brother-in-law. Think about that one for a while.
Yeah, that's a family affair, isn't it? Had the whole family on the show.
Well, last week we had two brother-in-laws going at it. Boy, was that a show. Talk about Family Feud. Anyway, week number 10. This is it. 10th week. Next week is the finals at Cherokee. Rosie's going to finish
That's where they
with,
get together and shoot it out for the big money.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, in the finals, for any of you who are not aware, the finals involves all the bowlers that have been on the show, and during the year, they all come together for the final match in the final round and shoot for the big money.
That's right. Love that big money. Well, this big match right here, week number 10 of the Northern Kentucky BPA Merit Tournament at Bellewood. Our women's champion you're looking at her, Millie Elliot. There's the evidence. She defeats Rosie Phelps 240 to 208. We'll be back with the men's match. Our first match will be Doug Carroll versus Bob Perry. Stick around. We'll have that right after this.